first for both sets of defenders.
It's interesting to have a few students from Burkina Faso who are here at the University of Ghana, Legon, studying here to support their team. Of course, they've been joined by other students from other French institutions, École Française and Co. And I'm sure that as the tournament goes on, we will have a number of them participating in the competition in terms of giving it that fanciful supporting edge.
Attendance here
as we go through,
was quite great.
But it's now an opportunity for the Nigerians to come forward. He's bundled off the ball fair and square, says the referee. Puts a pass behind his colleague, but he picks it up and then is switched through to the middle. Poorly done. Well, thank you very much, says Abdul Waris Yunus, as he gets the ball away for Nigeria. Has been tight defending at both ends of the field, and it makes one think about whether indeed there are some goals in this game as we go on. We have done 57 minutes. We're closing on to 1 hour of playing time. These youngsters playing according to set instructions from the referees, and so obviously you will understand why they are being very careful and cautious in their build-ups.
And they have to. So start Chika. That was a strong tackle by Baja Baru, the Burkina Bay captain.
It's a long ball in. The Nigerians are playing 3 against 5 yellow shirts. 5 white shirts, I should say. Controlled by Simon. Sends it forward. They're looking for an opportunity for a shot. They drift towards the right, switch into the 18-yard box, but the lift-off goes way over the top. Good thinking by the youngsters from Nigeria.
What a bad effort from Mohamed. The Nigerians trying to play by just spreading the ball a bit. They've not been bad in the attacking third. The Nigerians just need to be more clinical. Looked a bit toothless at certain points. The same can be said about the Burkina Faso as well whenever they travel into the attacking third. It's just been one sloppy pass after the other.
Long ball forward, it's dangling in there. The Nigerians have every opportunity to clear dutifully. Cleared away, doesn't go too far. Burkina Faso have an opportunity now. The Nigerians have masked up in defense, and they won't give them a donk's chance to go forward. Nicely cleared out of danger zone by Simon, and then it's pushed on to Simon once again, this time on the far side. And the Nigerians, they don't have the men committed up front, but they still have possession. Eventually, Sanogo and Co take over, and they kick the ball over the line for an advantage to the Nigerians.
Talk about Simon Claytooth, and he is the man pulling the strings deep for the Nigerians. Every pass of his just manages to find a teammate, and it's a dangerous one.
Ball goes over the line. Is a welcome goal kick to Burkina Faso. Prince Ouedraogo and Co.
Ralph Adams again being pressured by Dabo Isif. We struggle with the presence, or by the presence of these two Burkina Faso centre backs, in Dabo and Fadil Baru.
Holding on nicely. Burkina have a player down. He's up on his feet, but the game will continue. And the Nigerians are looking good. Nicely checked in by Abdul Waris. And then to the far side, Simon. Simon does very well. Was he heckled from behind? Yes, eventually he was. Latif Adari was close to the spot.
Such a super skilled player, Simon Claytooth. No wonder he's donning the famous and iconic number 10 jersey of Nigeria. Such a skilled player. always calm whenever in possession of the ball. Just knows how to fend off those presses and charges.
All cleared away nicely. Burkina Faso have an opportunity now. A few tired limbs there you can see on the field. The Burkina team is not ready to dare to run against the Nigerians in terms of opportunity on goal. Counter-attack has almost always been slow in that regard.
It's the surface, the current surface of the pitch that makes it even more challenging for these youngsters.
Controlled nicely there, sends it all the way back. This is an opportunity for Burkina to open up the game in terms of positioning on the field of play. Flag is up. Player brought down in the process is an advantage to Burkina Faso.
Kishola, the culprit here. A long ball, trying to knock that one down. Kishola right behind Lasana. Is fouling him in the process. The Burkinabés will be hoping that they can make the most out of this opportunity. They've really been wasteful from set piece situations in this game.
Swung in there, but the opportunity goes wayward. And now the Nigerians will have an opportunity to come forward. No, but the Burkina team hold their forward march in check. Good ball control, lovely skill. Now showing exactly what they can do in terms of their dexterity on the field of play. Mohamed Fofana. And now is the captain of the Nigerian team as he goes forward, Simon. They're coming forward now. Into the 18-yard box, the Nigerians will have it easy for the clearance. The follow-up definitely wasn't there for them.
Wrong option by Tapsoba, not knowing what he was doing over there on that occasion.
But the Nigerians, they come forward again. They've got some individual brilliance on the field of play, and clearly they are showing that. Their captain, Simon Kashi Kletus, also known as Dada, apparently is just an SS1 student who is the captain of the team for this tournament. The flag goes up for offside. Now,
Trending stories, hot or not, analysis, views and opinions, special reports, features and more on tonight's Blitz.
Golden Eagles. Josiah, we saw that brilliance in the first half, and clearly this exactly is what kind of development progress that Simon has seen. Burkina come forward now, it's an opportunity through the middle, but definitely this is not the path to take when they're playing against a resolute
Download the Mano app.
Positions, but he could have done better, and I believe he would feel that he's let his team down on that occasion.
And obviously, as we were saying before, just an SS1 student, but he plays for Mavlon FC. They play in the third tier of the Nigerian football structure. But what a player he has been. He's been on the fringes of the under-17 side. Clearly today, not only has he got his opportunity as a player or a member of the squad, but also the captain as well.
Zali, Abdullahi Latif trying to win penalty for his side with some trickery over there.
There he goes once again, intelligent pass as he pushes it forward. And that's the follow-up. He's waiting for the pass. Good footwork. Ball comes back to Cletus. Can he go around his marker? He looks for the opportunities. He lays on the pass nicely, then he comes back to Cletus. He's got three players in front of him. He takes the ball away from them. And Burkina Faso managed to recover. But let's not take anything away from the Burkina Faso team. Indeed, in Africa, they've also made some inroads, maybe not to the very, very highest. But we saw them as runners-up when Guinea hosted the tournament in 1999. They were runners-up in Seychelles. They went out of the group stage in Guinea and Gambia in 2005. In 2007, it was not too good for them. They went out of the group stage. Third place in Algeria in 2009 and 2023. But Rwanda 2011 was their moment of glory, winning as champions.
And that's what you get when you keep investing and putting resources into youth football. We've really not really known them to be a powerhouse.
Oh, that's a wonderful play there from the youngster. He just went down eventually. Yusuf Bara of the Burkina Faso.
It looks like the tempo gradually is beginning to go high in this game. Both teams trying to run at each other, trying to throw everything at the other. It's not surprising that already it's Yusuf Bara who's on the turf. He's really had to work hard all afternoon. Bara, that was that challenge again. It was a fair one, a clean win by Mohamed Imrana. That's so well to win that duel. It's quite draining for these youngsters. This first competitive competition, you'll be saying there's quite a lot of lessons to be learned here for them, both on and off the pitch for these youngsters.
Substitution time for the young Burkina Faso team. Looking on to bring in some fresh limbs. Asifu Kone is on for a gentleman we spoke about earlier on a few minutes ago, Bara. He's had a good game.
He looks tired as well, but he's really had a decent game. I've had an assist or even a goal to his name.
Mistake there in the Nigerian defense, and Burkina have an opportunity. Quick reflexes from goalkeeper. He had to come out.
Magayogo did so well over there, but then I believe he just left a foot late. That could have caught Chinedu Dominic on the knee. It's been a physical contest between these two, and that's one thing we would always attribute to the Burkina Faso way of playing or their style of play. Play with a bit, some sort of physique or physicality, if I should put it.
But again, as we take a look at the second match of the tournament or the competition involving Nigeria and their opponents from Burkina Faso, let's also not forget to also recommend and of course give a pat on the back for some of our retired legends. We saw Derek Boateng joining us in a punditry position earlier on, but a lot of them have also given thumbs up to the Ghanaian coach, Lai Kingston. Of course, once upon a time, all of them were playmates at certain points in their career, and it's good to see them giving the support to their colleague. And here again today we're looking at the men putting the touches together. the man who made it possible for the Ivorians to block the African title, that's the AFCON title. Also here, watching the youngsters, the shot on target has been blocked. Nigeria under pressure. They managed to clear their lines, but it will be an advantage for the Nigerians.
That'll be in the opening goal, and the ball falling to Bajabaru, going straight at goal. That was a vital block by Ekishola. That's how hungry they are, the Nigerian team. And that's
Ekishola to come in strong.
The impact and the effect of putting your body on the line to block such a thunderous strike.
Yeah.
Ekishola.
Asisifu was caught in the offside trap in the melee. It's still goalless here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's a match between Burkina Faso and Nigeria at the under-17 level. And this is part of the West Africa Football Union Zone B under-17 Nations Cup. Qualifiers tournament, and the top two qualifiers will etch their names among the top teams that qualify for the Africa under-17 competition itself, where they battle for places in the FIFA World Cup. Don't forget, coming up after this game, the Togolese and the Nigerians have a date. And do stay with us. We definitely will be bringing you the action from that game as well. But it's now Burkina Faso against Nigeria. They have an opportunity. The goalkeeper took a slip. The flag went up immediately.
Again, the Burkina Bay is not tracking their runs. This time again, Alassana Bagayogo in the red zone. Just before that ball arrived to him.
It's a forceful movement now by Burkina as they come forward, and this is where they've almost always found it faulty. Coming up against a very strong Nigerian defense. They look very robust and athletic in defense. And there's another opportunity for another Nigerian to join his colleagues on the field of play. It's John Oguche, warming up in the number 14 shirt. He's coming on for Destiny Samuel. So that's the first change by the Nigerians. They would follow up with a second change pretty shortly. So Destiny Samuel goes off. Oguchi comes on. Meanwhile, Abdul Ruiz Adeleke is also off, and Imrana, he's on, and it's Imrana who's on off. So both coaches looking at bringing on some fresh limbs and seeing whether they can change the tide and the rhythm of the game as it wears on. Burkina coming forward, the Nigerians will be called upon to defend. Complete miscue of the bicycle kick, but they have the advantage. Can he go around his marker? No. Referee says the advantage will go to the Nigerians. It's quickly effected. The heavens open up again. The rains visit us with its blessings. We are into the last quarter of the game. It's still goalless here. And it's the Nigerians who are queuing up for an opportunity. A shot and a drive from afar, but it goes way over the top.
Again, disappointing effort from the Nigerians. Just look at that from 40 yards out. And it's Abdulwariz Yunus trying to catch the goalkeeper off his mark.
Here's Cletus for Nigeria. Lifts it up. Brings it to the near side. It's an opportunity for the Nigerians, but good block from the Burkina Faso team. The chase for it controlled nicely, but Burkina looking at catching the Nigerians on the break. They have an opportunity this time from the left-hand side of the attack, and they go forward. Nicely stopped there. The Nigerians, very athletic. Abdul Waris Yunus through the middle, nicely done. The Nigerians are looking good. They're purposeful. They're into the 18-yard box. A little bit of a slip, but the opportunities are still there. Balloon towards the 18-yard box. They would win a corner kick for their advantage and their superiority.
It's just the turf making it difficult for them to advance that ball smoothly. But they've not disappointed the Eaglets. Then it's
Definitely is in pain, yeah.
Fofana has been very, very hard working in that midfield area for Burkina Faso. Also, the weather conditions making it even more challenging for them, these young kids.
The magic spray comes out and it does its magic, and the player will definitely be willing to continue the game. He limps off the field, but definitely will be joining his colleagues pretty shortly as we delve into the last 12 minutes of the first match of the day. Don't forget, coming up, Togo and Niger have a date, and the two under-17 teams will be getting ready to join us on the field of play after this game to show what they're made of. Corner kick to the Nigerians. Latifa Dari ensuring that all is just about perfect in the 18-yard box. Lots of heckling going on there. Referee blows the whistle. Corner kick is on. Swung into the 18-yard box. It's a careful delivery by Burkina, but not the best at this time. The Nigerians mess up the opportunity completely.
Again, Abdul Ganiyu for the initial corner. So gets that rebound from that clearance and should be targeting a teammate in the box rather than trying to hit it from that angle, which is quite impossible from the look.
Burkina have an opportunity now. It's the last 10 minutes and it could be anybody's game. They give the ball away. I'm sure they're eager to see whether they can get a goal against the Nigerians. And that eagerness is rather allowing them to make some mistakes. Once again, they come forward. This time there's a little bit of a trip from the back. Referee Adari noticed that and would penalize Nigeria's Ibrahim Abdul Ganiyu.
Yeah, he was thinking he won a foul initially, and then the referee waived off those appeals, and he'll just come back moments later to hold that Burkina Faso attack.
Nigeria have an opportunity for the counter. Burkina will not give them that opportunity. Two players clash there.
A nasty collision.
Yeah, very inconvenient and very uncomfortable.
That's Ugoche. Just look at that. Both players with their eyes on the ball, both going for the ball. That's also Usuf Sangari. It's clutching into each other. Shows how physical this game has been. How these kids or youngsters deserve some plaudits for being able to be on their toes for 80 minutes or so in this game. It's not really been easy. It's been very, very draining considering the circumstances. Today we had was clear yesterday, and today you can see the rain is making it very, very difficult for these youngsters to play in the rhythm they want to.
Well, both sets of players in a haste to restart the game. It rather ends in confusion and another injury for Nigeria's Abdul Ruiz. You see him up on his feet. He's limping, but They were all in a haste to get the game underway. Rain still pours down. Blessings galore for the organizers of this event as Nigeria will get the game underway. 9 minutes to the end of proceedings, barring any add-on time.
There's still time for either team to go for the 3 point. At least getting 3 points in your first game in such a tournament will just take away some amount of pressure going into the subsequent games. Then a draw would only do the other teams a huge favor.
Rain's getting heavier and heavier as we get into the last echelons of the game, and the rain is accompanied by strong winds with ball control. Ball has been taken away from Burkina. Nigerians have it. Simon Cletus' pass through the middle. There's still a battle royale for them. Referee will give the advantage to the Nigerians. Free kick quickly effected. Water to the far side. Good ball control. Cletus has the ball. He needs the support. And then it's chipped towards the outer end of the field. Poor ball control. And obviously, can't really fault at the player. Terrain or the turf has become a lot more slippery. And so it was very difficult for Chika to get to the ball.
And that was so stuck. Chika was really advanced on that occasion, trying to really stretch all he could, just trap the ball. Weather conditions just intensifying.
Rain is getting heavier and heavier, but we definitely will see through to the end of the first game. It's Nigeria nil, Burkina Faso nil.
It's Badra Baru. Victim here, Badra Baru. Just goes up, tries to get that ball down. It's polite with Yunus. And you can see Yunus had his eyes on the ball, both players. You wouldn't say it was malicious from either.
.84 minutes in the game played, no goal to either side. It's been a tale of even Stevens between Burkina Faso and Nigeria. And after a couple of goals were scored in the first game, a lot of people were expecting the second to continue like that. Burkina wasted effort from the free kick.
Fadil Barrow not good enough from the centre back. The conditions, you could have just used it to your advantage. It's quite heavy now, Prince. Very heavy now.
Yeah, well, the rains are heavy. Game will definitely continue. 5 minutes to full time. We obviously would have a couple of minutes of add-on. Latif Adari is trying to communicate with the fourth official on the field. Rains are getting a little bit heavy. We're not too sure what the decision will be, but it's 5 minutes to full time.
Yeah, considering the time left, maybe they could just see off the rest of the game.
It's 5 minutes to full time.
Yeah.
And so the match commissioner, the match officials are in a tete-a-tete.
Maybe thinking that would be the best thing to do now, since they're already in the range. Then you better see off the game then.
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes of regular time.
I believe that's
plus add-on time. The rain is getting heavier and heavier. The winds are getting stronger and stronger. And I think the decision is that the game will continue. Have a couple of minutes left before the end of proceedings, and I'm sure he would love to see it through.
I believe the players themselves would want to finish it before heading back to the dressing room, then back to their respective hotels.
And obviously, this will also give match officials for the next game an opportunity to assess the field to see whether it will be good for
it's very heavy.
Togo and Niger to get onto the field. But the rains are getting heavier and the winds are also getting stronger.
There's a player down on the turf. You see a Burkina Faso player on the turf in some pain, holding his chest.
Well, it obviously would drag the play of game for a while, but he's up. He's up, and we definitely will continue the game to its logical conclusion. Referee Latif Adarian. Oh, the goalkeeper is also gone down.
Quite interesting. There was no one around him.
Yeah.
No one around him.
The goalkeeper also goes down.
The Drago. But you can tell it's very, very challenging. It's a very, very challenging weather now.
Yeah, well, I can tell you for a fact that these young boys have been playing on the in the rain on the field.
At this point, you need to be on your toes. You need to be warming up. Else, you might get cold.
Yeah.
You even see the players.
And from commentary box, we have a better view of the wind that is blowing, and its accompanying direction is going together with the rains. So let's just hope that we will see the match to its end. Official time on the clock, we have done 89 minutes. So we have 1 minute of playing time, but obviously Latif Adari will indicate a couple more minutes, unless, of course, with the advice of officials, due to the nature of the weather now, the match will be brought to a concluding end. It's getting tough. He signaled to the assistant referee on the far side. Game will continue. Nigerians will come forward. It's a strong one. It's a challenge for the ball. Nigeria will have the advantage of a free kick.
It's trying to break away. At this point, it's just the safest thing to do, as always. Just keep it safe if you're a player, because moving the ball around would be very, very difficult on how soggy the pitch is.
That's a long ball to Burkina have an opportunity now, and this is where it could get very dangerous and very slippery, especially when the ball is trapped by water and the player doesn't get there early enough. The cross is on, but it goes way off target. 90 minutes of action we've seen here in the match involving Nigeria and Burkina Faso. No goal scored in this game. In this WAFU Zone B, second encounter of the Under-17 Nations Qualifiers. Nigeria come forward, keep the play, and then the advantage will go to Burkina. It's a throw-in advantage. Nicely effected, the flick is on, but there are no white shirts to connect. The Nigerians will say thank you very much and push it away out of danger zone. Can they turn defense into attack? Burkina doing very well, but then they give the ball back to the Nigerians, and then they will organize themselves. Field is becoming a lot more soggier now, and it's making ball control very difficult. Strong winds here, I can tell you.
Very strong winds, very, very strong.
Yeah.
These players will be hoping that they would be fed for the point or harness to be even after 90 minutes. It's been very, very draining for them, very challenging weather and a tough game.
Long ball forward, but the Nigerians will come forward. And again, the soggy nature of the field tells you how difficult it is to control ball. The Nigerians have an opportunity. Can he send a long one in? He lets up a pass into the 18-yard box across the face of goal. That was nearly it. Oh, Burkina have been let off the hook. The goal post prevented the ball from going into the net. And they will come forward again, but the Nigerians will trap. Burkina now have an opportunity to turn the tide against their opponents as they come threateningly towards the 18-yard box. Is cleared away. Over the line into touch for a throw-in advantage. Will stay with the lads in white.
Unlucky Nigeria. That could have been the moment where they know they'll be heading back to the locker room with 3 maximum points.
Burkina come forward now, trying to look for the space to maneuver. Ouattara doesn't go too far. Simon can get close to the game. Burkina now, and is driven well over the top. We are in the 93rd minute. 6 minutes of add-on time, as indicated by Latif Adari.
At this point, I believe it would just be the long balls.
Cleared out of danger zone effectively by the Nigerians, but again, the soggy nature is making it very difficult for ball control. Burkina have an opportunity. We're trying to look for men in open spaces on the far side. Nicely trapped. And then a strong header to defend. They have the advantage. Leaves the ball behind. Courtesy the rain. Again, the ball is trapped by the rain. And it's going to be a comedy of errors until full-time whistle.
You wouldn't fault anyone at this point.
Certainly not.
Not failed to entertain despite the game being barren. Both teams are really giving each other a good fight.
Ball cleared over the line for a throw-in. We're 2 minutes shy of the final whistle. Then the Nigerians have an opportunity. It's a long throw into the 18-yard box. They have an opportunity now. Ball was swung deep into the 18-yard box, but it's cleared out. Nigeria have another opportunity. It's getting a lot more difficult for ball control as they try and come out. Yunus. Oh, lovely work done by the youngster. Keep his momentum and then goes forward through Simon Cletus. This time they swing it to the near side and it goes over the line for an advantage to Burkina Faso. We are 60 seconds shy of the referee's final whistle as the Nigerians come forward. Again, ball trapped by the reins and then it's booted out by Burkina Faso. It doesn't go too far. Still dangling in there. The header is on. Into the 18-yard box. Complete miscue. That was close. Fortunately, goalkeeper in the right place at the right time. Burkina would have to thank their gods for that.
Very, very fortunate on that occasion. Steve Dabo just miscuing that. He thought that had made a clean connection.
Referee Latif Adari blows his whistle for the end of proceedings in this first match of the evening. A tough encounter it has been between defending champions Nigeria and their opponents Burkina Faso. 90 minutes of action. No goals to separate the two. And even at the stage where the rain set in and it got deeper and heavier, both teams battled through it. But we've seen 90 minutes of resilience, Josiah.
Yeah, it's been a game of thrills. Both teams going at each other, just throwing everything at each other. But we've seen so much action this afternoon. Yesterday we saw a flurry of goals. Today it's been barren, but then it's been nothing short of action-packed. We've seen quite a lot of promise these two teams, and they'll be hoping to go it all in the subsequent games.
So they definitely will be coming back to entertain us with the next games. But coming up next after this game, don't go away, do stay with us. The Togolese are in pole position to host the Nigerians. It's Togo versus Niger coming up. But at the end of proceedings here, it's Burkina Faso 0, Nigeria 0. Referee Latif Adari got us underway in the second 45 minutes. Don't forget the first half